What's going on, guys? It's Like a Hero, and today I'm going to go over a fishing guide. I'm going to explain the process of catching fish, the little mini game, also why you should level up fishing, as well as some tips and tricks and a cool tool that you can use to make your fishing experience that much easier. Leveling fishing in New World can be a bit of a grind and very time consuming, but there is some reward for higher level fishing, as well as the possibility of making some easy money. We will go over the mini game that is fishing itself. I do want to start off by talking about hotspots. Hotspots are the equivalent to ore veins in New World. They are the small little circular rings with jumping fish inside, and they're located all over the map. These unlock at different levels. Currently sitting at level 18, you can see I have 2 broad hotspots at level 2, and as you go up in level, you're able to find these and locate them on the map. I will talk about a way to know where these are at without being the required level. We'll get into that in a little bit. Within these fishing hotspots, you have a greater chance to catch rarer fish, which in turn will give you more experience. They sell for more, different recipes require certain fish in the crafting professions. So a good way to spot these out in your map is to zoom in very closely on the map, and you can see these hexagonal shapes, and simply walking over to them, if you are the required level, you'll actually be able to discover them much like you would a landmark. Now, hotspots can range from 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star. A level 1 hotspot, think of it like mining. It's going to be a smaller ore vein equivalent, so you're going to have a smaller amount of rare fish in that hotspot. So you're going to fish it out, and then it's going to take some time to respawn, just like an ore vein would. A level 2, a 2-star hotspot is going to have greater resources in it, more fish. It's going to take you a little bit longer to fish out to completely drain those resources, and it's going to have a little bit longer of a respawn until that same location pops up. These hotspots are permanent, so once you discover them, you can go to certain areas to know for a fact that you're going to get that fish. It is competitive, so in my experience, kind of running a route for the respawn is helpful. You can see here we have walked over, we discovered this 1-star fishing spot. I do want to note that you have to land the fishing rod when you cast it. It has to actually land in the fishing spot, in the actual visual there, in that circle. If you land it outside of it, you're not actually getting the benefit of an actual fishing spot. Just keep that in mind. Now, I do have this website that I will link in the description, as well as pin at the top of the comment section. This is New World Fishing Guide. And what you can do here is that you can set your current fishing level. So if you're at a 200, you could set it at there. If you're whatever level you are, let's just set it here at level 18. Again, you can click on the number. It's going to show you a little dialog box. You can type in 18. And what that does, it shows you all the fishing hotspot locations that you are able to fish out of based on your current fishing level. You can also use this website to find out certain locations of specific fish. Let's say you're looking for clams, or you're looking for salmon, or you're looking for snappers. You can actually search by name the resource that you're looking for, and then you can kind of see the different zones that is found in. I do want to reiterate that you have the possibility of catching these fish even when you're not in a specific hotspot. What the hotspot is doing is increasing your chances at a rarer fish. So we have common fish, the gray fish, right? We have then green drops, or the uncommon fish, and then we even have these rare drops and of course legendary drops. The difference here is that the rarer the fish, the more difficult it's going to be to cast it. So when you're throwing your line out, you just have to keep an eye on the tension, and certain fishing poles and things like that will make your reeling in easier. The higher level you are, the easier it is to catch fish. So it is a bit of a grind. You just have to keep on that tension. When you click on your mouse, you're going to start reeling it in. If the tension starts turning orange or red, just be careful. Let go of that tension, release some of that tension, and start reeling it back in. It's a pretty simple mini game. Once you actually have a few casts down under your belt, you'll be fishing in no time. The rarer the fish, like for example here the clam, it is green, it is a uncommon drop. you have a different animation for that. So you can kind of see that these fish right here are giving you more experience than the common fish. And this is why fishing in hotspots is more beneficial, because you have a greater chance at rarer fish, which in turn is going to give you more experience when you catch those fish, which in turn will help level up your fishing quicker. Other things you can do to increase your chance of catching fish besides a hotspot, or even while you're in a hotspot, is to use bait. Now, there are different baits, and every single bait, when you mouse over it, will actually tell you where it's derived from. Glowworm bait drops from flint at night, but if you catch flint during the day, it's going to give you nightcrawler bait. So just keep an eye out when you get that. There are different baits that you can cook, which will give you an increased, even larger chance of catching those rare fish. So keep an eye out for that too. If you're really going to go hard and you really want to level up your fishing, equipping a bait also is something that you can do. And that is done simply by, before you fish, when you have your casting out, you're just going to press R, you're going to equip a bait. Now, there are these tier 4 fish, which are your rare ones. Those are going to be netting us the most experience. We want to be fishing in hotspots so we can get that experience gain. The other one are the uncommon ones, which are tier 3 fish. Those will give us a little bit less, but these are really the ones that we want to be catching. The reason that I would say farm a tier 2 hotspot, is 2-star hotspot, is because of the respawn rate and the amount of fish that are in there. So it's all about time. If you're not too concerned with that, then fish level 3s. I found that me fishing in a location that has a tier 2 hotspot is going to net me the most experience per hour. And again, once you achieve that higher level, you're going to have access to more rare fishing locations, level 3s. You're going to be casting your line out farther, which actually makes it easier to catch fish. And I hope you found this video helpful, guys. That's it. Good luck out there fishing. It is a grind, but it's totally worth it. You can make that money back quickly on the auction house, whether it's through fish oils, whether it's through those rare fish. As always, make sure to like the video if you like it. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to subscribe for future content. Turn on those notifications. Catch my streams over on Twitch TV/LikeAHero Monday through Friday. All this is in the description below. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys later.